Hello, Nick.
Hello.
I'm Greg. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is it your first time in Poland?
It is.
Yeah. How do you like our country?
It's been wonderful. We took a little tour of Warsaw yesterday. And just learned a little bit about the history of the city. It's been a great trip so far.
It's a pretty new city actually. It has like 70 years or something. All right. I heard you like Polish beer. Is it true?
I do like Polish beer.
Yeah.
I like. I'm a big fan of beer. I brew my own beer at home.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? I run a YouTube channel called Ajantisa Tavern, so I'm kind of like related to beer somehow. So
Perfect.
I didn't know that you like beer. I would have brought you something nice if it's okay, of course. But all right. So you're the designer for Diablo 3, right?
I'm a technical artist on Diablo 3.
Okay. So I heard you're the person responsible for creating the new class in the Reaper of Souls, the Crusader, right?
Yes, I worked a lot on the Crusader.
All right. Was it difficult?
Yeah, any new class that we start is going, just takes. It's probably one of the most time-intensive parts of developing, Diablo. Is the classes, and the Crusader was a bit of a challenge just because, something very new. The mid-range melee is something we haven't done yet before, so that was definitely a challenge, but I think it came out really well.
Mm-hmm. All right. And when you create a new character or new monster or new class or whatever else, does Blizzard give you any kind of restrictions, or are you free to do what you want? You just said, Nick, make me a Crusader, and you do whatever you want.
Well, definitely, the team has all the freedom really they want to, and it wasn't certainly myself alone. It was very much a team effort. And there's designers, artists, writers, programs all work very hard on class. But there's no from up high you must make this class and this is what it must have. We definitely have a lot of freedom to do what we want.
And how many people worked on this one new character? Was it only you, or was it a team?
Definitely a team. I would say probably it's hard to really divide everything, but well over 10 people worked on a huge amount on the Crusader.
And what other part of Reaper of Souls are you, when it comes to the graphics, responsible for?
I'm responsible for a lot of the lighting in Reaper of Souls and a lot of environmental effects. The Nephilim riffs, the kind of randomized lighting for that. I worked a lot on that as well.
Well, back in the times before the release of Diablo 3, when we had only some gameplay videos or some screenshots, people actually accused Blizzard a little bit for the game not being too dark or too gothic. Is it going to change in Reaper of Souls?
Reaper of Souls is definitely a lot more gothic. The city of Westmarch is really like just a gothic city, much darker color palette. Malthael is just a really dark, dark angel kind of character. It definitely went more darker, more gothic.
Yeah, I remember playing beta version, and there's one level that actually has struck me, and it's inside my head. It's the level, I don't quite remember where, but you approach one of the bosses and there are like bodies lying all over the place, piled up. It reminds me of Diablo 2, of the Durance of Hate.
Yes.
Where Mephisto was lurking there, so it's similar. So yeah, in Reaper of Souls we're going to see more darkness, right?
Definitely.
You're going to see more gothic atmosphere. That's great because people actually want it. People tend to they want to play the game as it wasn't back then in Diablo 1. But one more question: when you created Crusader, were you inspired by any other characters or any other games maybe?
Certainly the Crusader draws a lot of inspiration from the Diablo 2 Paladin. There is several skills that we brought forward: Fist of Heaven, Blessed Hammer, of course, which is definitely a big favorite of the Paladin in Diablo 2. So.
But no concentration. The support.
There's consecration is there is consecration as well.
Concentration.
Oh, concentration.
Concentration in Diablo 2.
Yeah, no concentration. There is no concentration.
Well, there has to be something new, right?
We definitely did not want to just remake the Paladin. We wanted the Paladin was kind of your knight in shining armor, where the Crusader is your knight in battle scarred armor. You know, a lot. Like, you know, to fit the gothic, you know, darker feeling of River of Souls. You know, we felt the Crusader was kind of. I mean, he's a holy warrior, you know, but he's not the goody good paladin kind of character. He's definitely a little more tougher, a little more battle scarred.
All right, but it's pretty easy to see a similarity to Warrior from Diablo 1. Were you inspired also by this character?
But yeah, I mean, the Warrior in Diablo 1 was really fun because you could, you know, in any class in Diablo 1 could really cast any spells, just kind of how how you did your stat points and what books you found. But so I guess there's some similarities there, but we definitely wanted to make the Crusader, you know, his own unique class.
It looks similar when it comes to physical look. You know, when in Diablo 1, the warrior in the heavy armor, it has like this black, shiny armor, pretty similar to Crusader in Diablo 3.
Yeah, you know, with the full armored suit up. And
obviously. And could you tell me something about Malthael? It's a pretty interesting character as well.
Sure.
Are you responsible for?
Well, I worked on the death from Malthael. So when you kill him, you know, I did the effects for that, along with our animator Non, who did the animation for that. So we worked very closely on the death for that. But Malthael, he's the angel of death, and his goal is to kill all the humans in Sanctuary because they also have demon blood. So his true goal is just to kill all the demons, and he sees humans as being demon as well because they're partially demon.
All right. I wanted to ask you something, but damn, you speak so nice that I actually forgot about it. This moment when you have like empty head, or you have like the square block and a round put inside, and you don't know how to do it. All right, so maybe one more question about the Crusader again. I'm just like jumping from one topic to another. Why flails for Crusader? Could you also tell me this?
Yeah, we just thought it would be a really fun weapon type to bring back. I mean, there was flails in Diablo 2, and it was, it actually took a lot of effort, a lot of development effort to get a flail to behave correctly. So we just really thought, we wanted to put flails in kind of from the beginning in the original release of Diablo 3. And it was just one of those things that we didn't have time to get in. So when we were doing the expansion, it just gave us another chance to put a lot of R&D behind how to make the flails move correctly. And yeah, we just thought it just really fit the Crusader.
You also mentioned this flail physics last year on BlizzCon.
Yes.
You also mentioned that was pretty difficult to
yeah, we had some fun bloopers
right?
on that one when your flails run around bouncing all over the place.
Sad that we cannot see it, right?
I think that might be on that video. I think there's a video or two I think on there.
That would be pretty nice. I remember what I wanted to say. You mentioned that you were responsible for the death animation for Malthael, right?
The effects, not the animation.
The effects, yes. All right. Well, it's hard to comment on that because we didn't have access to battle with Malthael, so...
Well, we definitely want to leave something as a surprise, for when the game gets released. So it's a great boss fight. We definitely put a lot of work into that, and I think it's gonna, we're really happy with it.
Is it a difficult one?
It can be.
Yeah. On Torment 6, I guess.
On Torment 6, it'd be very hard.
Okay. All right. So maybe the last question: what's your favorite feature of Reaper of Souls? From Reaper of Souls?
My favorite feature is, I think, adventure mode.
Adventure mode, right?
I really like how it just kind of unlocks the world, the Sanctuary. You get Nephilim rifts in it and bounties. It really just kind of can change the way you play Diablo. If you want to just go kill all the end-act bosses, you can do that without switching between all the acts, or you can just switch between all the acts. You don't have to start a new game. And I think it just lets you play Diablo how you want to play it, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah, I guess people mostly, they don't really, when they finish the game, they don't play it all from the start. They just pick several quests or places where they're farmed constantly, and this mode actually facilitates
you just jump right to what you want to do.
Yeah.
So just get in there, go anywhere, slay anything.
All right. Maybe it's a little bit too late, but any hints on ladders, perhaps?
Well, ladders are fun to climb.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you should tune into the LA broadcast tonight.
Oh. Well, any new clues or hints? We're going to see it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Nick, it was a great pleasure to meet you. It was a great honor. I hope you have some fun staying here in Poland, and I hope to see you again someday.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.